All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I understand. Okay, we need to get something out of the way. This show has been under a lot of scrutiny for last week's performance. I understand. I understand, but it's my promise. It is my job to make sure that doesn't happen again. Okay? And we're going to have a good week here. We're going to have a good week on this show. Back-to-back losing weeks? I don't care. I don't care at all. We are going to have a great week. We're going to go undefeated. How about that? We're going to go undefeated. How about that? How about that? Would that be cool? We're going to go undefeated this week in picks. How about that? Bad week? Oh, yeah. Shake it off. Right back at him. Right back at him. That's what we're going to do. So let's just get into this top 10 teams garbage. Yeah. Okay. So the Steelers aren't on here. The Steelers are 5-3 though, and they are the 6th seed in the AFC. I did not put them on here because they should have beat the Chicago Bears by 50 points, but they didn't. And that game should have been over in the third quarter, and then we wouldn't even have had all that referee garbage. Okay. But here's the thing. I'm gonna just talk about the Steelers and the Bears situation for a little bit. The Bears had some awful calls. Awful calls that did not go their way. Okay? I said it. And it's true. They did. They had some terrible calls, and the Steelers got away with a lot. Okay? But God damn it, that's what happens in this league. Okay? I can count so many times, and even this year, where the Steelers have been absolutely hosed out of a call. Okay? That's what happens. Was the officiating terrible? Yes. Could you still have stopped Roethlisberger with a minute left? Yes. Okay? Steelers, still bad win. You're not in the top 10. That's my case closed. All right, number 10, the Oakland. I do this every time. Las Vegas Raiders, number 10. I'm like an old person. I remember watching the St. Louis Rams. So number 10, the Raiders. They're 5-3. So are the Steelers, but the Raiders, they get it. They're the 10th best team in the NFL. Good for them. Number 9, the Buffalo Bills, who for some reason looked like they weren't going to lose again after losing to the Steelers. Look like they are the epitome of average. Not good. Not a good look. 6-9 to the Jaguars. Nice. Number 8, the Los Angeles Chargers, also looking like the epitome of average. Congrats on beating the Eagles. You were supposed to, and you barely did. So congrats. Number 7, the Cowboys. The Cowboys were like 3 or 4 last week. They are now 7 because they got blown out by Teddy Two Gloves in Dallas. Wow. Good job, Dallas. Number 6, Baltimore Ravens. They should have lost, but Kirk Cousins, thankfully, came to save the day. And the Ravens pulled one out, but they're 6-2. So they are 6th in the league. Number 5, the Tampa Bay Bucks. Expect a big week out of them. They're coming off a bye week. I think the Bucks will start rolling here, and then I think they'll be up towards the top soon. 4, the Rams. The Rams are 4. I still think they're a really good team. That was a pretty bad loss to the Titans, though. Number 3, the Green Bay Packers. Packers are 3rd. They were 1 last week, but Aaron Rodgers not being there makes the Packers look awful. Jordan Love, not it. But they still almost somehow I think it was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like, it was so garbage of a game, but like the Packers did absolutely nothing, but still could have won. Are you for real, Kansas City? Are you for real? All right, whatever. Number 2, the Titans. I have to give it to them. Like, I have to. They are now 7-2. Yeah, 7-2. And the 1 seed in the AFC. And I think you have to give them the best team in the AFC at the moment. Pretty impressive win over a really good Rams team without Derrick Henry. But I still have questions about their offense, because if you look at their stats, offensive stats still really aren't that good. They're going to have to find an identity on offense without Derrick Henry. I look like such an idiot with this hat on, but trust me, if I take off the hat, it'll be worse. So the hat will stay on, the backwards hat. If you are listening on Spotify, congratulations. You don't have to see my face. See, I told you. This is A+ content right here. And number 1, the Cardinals. Wow, what a win that was. No Kyler, no Hop, no JJ. Smacked the 49ers around for 4 quarters. James Conner, my man. Congrats to you. Steeler Nation still loves you. And Pitt Panther Nation. I'm one of them. They're number 1. If you beat a team like that, you're number 1. All right, folks. Let's get into week 10 picks. Like I said, back-to-back losing weeks. So here's the record so far. Week 1, 7-9. Week 2, 10-6. Week 3, 7-9. Week 4, 10-6. Week 5, 9-6-1. Week 6, 8-6. Week 7, bye week. And week 8, 6-7-1. And week 9, 6-7. Do you think after the bye week that the host of The Talking Disaster is proving to be a fraud? Yeah, probably. But we're going to give it our best shot, our best educated shot. And like I told you, we're going undefeated this week, so it really doesn't matter. All right. It's a Thursday night slugger again. The Baltimore Ravens going into Miami to play the Dolphins. Dolphins plus 7.5. Another exciting showdown. I like the Ravens to win and cover. I also like my odds to be in bed before it's over. Sunday, the Lions and the Steelers, and Vegas again has not learned their lesson and gave the Steelers a line that's above 4. Steelers -8, free money, thanks. Lions cover, Steelers win, and another excruciatingly heart rate increasing game. Do you guys need help up there in Vegas? I know, it's it would be offensive to a team with a winning record to make it -4 against a team that has no wins. But do you guys want money or because if anybody's taking, I guess that actually, you know what? That's actually kind of smart thinking about it. A lot of doofuses are gonna be out there. The Steelers should win by 30. They're not gonna score 30, pal. It's shocking. I don't even know if the Steelers will score 18 points. So you'd have to hold the Lions to under 10, which they can do, but they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. All right. Jaguars, Colts. Now the Colts, this is the second week in a row they get to play. I'm just taking this off. This looks so stupid. You get my hair like that. Oh, how great is that? Look like a rooster. I'm sorry. Jags, Colts -10.5. Colts second week in a row, they get to play this terrible team off a huge win. And I like the Colts to blow the Jaguars out of the water, just like I like the Bills to blow the Jags out of the water. Like I say, these teams that are bad will show you a glimpse that they're not. And then they remind you the very next week, yes, they are. Yes, they are bad, you idiot. And that's one of the only picks we got right last week. So Colts -10.5. Thank you. Go Colts. Now this is actually this is the game of the week in my eyes. Browns, Patriots. Patriots -2.5. Here's the reason why. You're like, oh, 2 5-4 teams. Who gives a rip? The Browns and Patriots have a lot to prove in this game, in my opinion. maybe not like it's not a do or die situation, but I do think both of them, we are going to learn so much about both of these teams in this game, like where they will go from here, from both of them, honestly. What to make of Mac Jones, what to make of Baker Mayfield. Does OBJ really make that much of a difference? And yeah, I think, thought I heard something. I'm sorry. Browns Patriots -2.5. I'm going to say Patriots cover just because Bill Belichick, Patriots at home, control the ball. This game's going to be over quick because of how great they can run the ball. But Nick Chubb also did test positive for COVID, if I am correct. That is a major loss. Dearness Johnson has been a very good number 3. Kareem Hunt is still out. I know this because he's on my fantasy team. Whatever. But I like the Patriots to cover. I like it to be very close. 27-23 type game. Patriots win. Saints Titans. Titans -3. I like the Titans to cover, but not by a whole lot more than this 3 points that they're given. I think the Titans will just kind of control the game and kind of move here and there, kind of maybe look a little slower. They're not going to look as good as they did against the Rams because they're not going to get at least I don't think they're going to get those type of takeaways again. Byard's looking like a star. That's a very good development for the Titans. But I like the Titans to still cover, obviously win, but just a little closer than you think. Bucks Washington football team +9.5. I like the Bucks to roll. Put a pin in that. Bucks cover and win by a lot. Panthers Cardinals -10.5. Panthers announced Cam Newton is officially back on the Carolina Panthers. Good for him. NFL is better with Cam Newton in it. I am a firm believer in that. You cannot tell me there's 32 quarterbacks better than Cam Newton. You know, the Saints would sure like to use him. I'm surprised they didn't go after him at least. But I like the Panthers to cover just because as impressive as the Cardinals looked without Kyler and Hopkins, that is not sustainable. And I think even if Kyler plays, it might be a little slow. I still like the Cardinals to win, but maybe if the line was like 6.5, I would take the Cardinals to cover. Vikings Chargers -3. I like the Chargers to cover and win. I could definitely see a potential push situation here. The Vikings could definitely, hey, we're winning by 35 with 5 minutes to go. And then the Chargers tie it and then win a game-winning field goal in overtime. 38-35. That's my score prediction. 38-35 Chargers. Eagles Broncos -2.5. Lots of 2.5s and 3s this week. And lots of big numbers, too. I'm going to say the Eagles actually get this dub. I think they cover and win. And, I think the Eagles will pull this out. I really don't care for the Broncos. Like, I looked up and I'm like, wait, they're 5-4 too? Like, what? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, where did those wins come from? Like, who are they playing? Like what? But anyway, I still like the Eagles to win. I think the Eagles are definitely more exciting and more explosive. The Broncos might be the most boring team in football, and they have 5 wins. So I still like the Eagles to win and cover 2.5 points. Seahawks Packers. Now, if they played this game last week, it would have been absolutely awful to watch. It would have been Geno Smith versus Jordan Love. But this week, it should be Russell Wilson versus Aaron Rodgers. Now, it could be a combination of all 4 of those guys I just said. So you could get Jordan Love versus Russell Wilson. You could get Aaron Rodgers versus Geno Smith. But I think it's going to be Rodgers versus Wilson. LaFleur said, as long as Rodgers is cleared on Sunday, I don't care if he practices. I don't care about any of that. He's going to play. He is cleared on Saturday. So I think he will play. And I think he will be on the Packers Sunday. And I think the Packers will win because of that. Packers -3. Give me the Packers. Chiefs Raiders Sunday night, AFC West. Raiders +2.5. Raiders coming off a fugly loss to the Giants. I like the Chiefs to cover, I guess. I don't know, man. It's just like so hard to pick against Patrick Mahomes. It's like I still can't wrap my mind around it that they're just not that great. I don't understand. I really don't. But I like the Chiefs to cover, let's just say 24-24, minute to go. Mahomes gets the ball last and they bomb to Hill, 20-yard route to Kelsey. Chiefs win with a field goal. All right, let's get into the Monday night game. Rams 49ers +4. I like the Rams to bounce back by a lot, but Shanahan does have McVay's number. We all know this. For some reason, Shanahan figures out McVay better than anyone else in the league, and the 49ers always pull this like weird thing with the Rams. Like I don't understand it, but I do like the Rams to cover here. Say Rams by 6, maybe. Rams by 6. The Niners just aren't a good team. I thought they would be. They're just not a good team. They really aren't. We figured that out by now. That loss against the Cardinals, pretty disheartening loss, and I think that continues into this game. It was really a game they needed to win, especially with all the circumstances and everything the Cardinals were going through. The Niners really needed to win that game, and they just weren't even close. So I like the Rams to beat the 49ers, even with that McVay Shanahan stuff. And I like the Rams to win. Okay, so those are my picks. Now, okay. It is the segment. It's time. Okay. Listen. Now, here's what I told my friend Luke here. Here's what I told him. It's time to play the game, folks. Here's what I told him. I said, Luke, my dearest friend, what did Triple H do? The pro wrestler, the WWE Hall of Famer, the something time world champion. What did he do in the face of adversity like we are in here now? Big bet missed, by the way, last week. Big bet didn't hit. He took the Eagles to win, and they just fell short. I asked my friend Luke, I said, what would Triple H do in the face of adversity? And Luke said, I don't know. I don't know what Triple H would do. And here's what I said. Triple H would go under the ring, and he would grab the biggest sledgehammer he could find, and he would take it, and he would just right to their face. Right to their face. And he would just, and I told you that's what you do this week. You find the biggest bet you can find, and you just hammer it as hard as you can. And that's what Luke's doing this week. He is taking the Atlanta Falcons to beat the Dallas Cowboys by 3 points. 3, Luke, 4-3. Falcons win against the Cowboys. That's the big bet of the week because that is what it is. The big bet needs to bounce back. There's no question about it. And I told him in times like these, we need to look out for each other, be there for each other, and take a sledgehammer and just. That's what we're doing this week. Big bet, all caps. Don't spell it any other way, like MF Doom, the illest villain, all caps when you spell the man's name. Big bet of the week, Falcons by 3. Falcons by 3. Now, I'll be honest, I don't know about any of these bets this week, guys. All I know is we're going undefeated. That's the first thing. I do really like the Lions to cover against the Steelers. I do like the Bucks against Washington. And obviously, I love the big bet. The big bet's going to hit. The big bet's going to cover. You guys are all going to come crawling back and say, thank you for this big bet, sir. And I'd be like, no, don't thank me. Thank that man. Thank that man that did the big bet. It wasn't me. It was him. It was him all along. And when you guys come crawling back, I'll be here with open arms. I'll be here with open arms, ready for you to accept the big bet for what it is. It's power. It's big bet. That's what it is. Thank you all for watching and listening. Thank you for dealing with me for the last about 20 minutes or so. I always appreciate it. Always appreciate the support. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thank you guys so much. Big bet of the week. By the way, Falcons by 3. Falcons win.